What do you think? Good. Good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday, October 14, 2020, and I'm headed into work for the day. I feel like I've been maybe going into work more on like Thursdays or something, so this is kind of nice. On Thursdays I have 8:30 a.m. meetings, so this is kind of nice that I don't have to really rush into work or whatever. I do think I have a 9 a.m. meeting today, but all is well. I got some pretty epic sleep in last night. So Sophie was up at like 1 or 1:30. She was having a little breathing difficulty because we brought her yesterday and did the leaf photos with Grant, so she was sitting in the leaves and stuff like that. And you know, Sophie does have some allergies or whatnot, but I forgot to give her some Benadryl proactively, but all is well. So I gave her Benadryl somewhere, like I said, around 1 or 1:30, and she slept then until 5:30, I think. It's pretty amazing. And then she went back and cuddled and slept until I had to get her up. So she was under the covers and everything, so she was knocked out. But that was some good sleep, much needed. I couldn't get to sleep last night. I was just trying to sort out a couple different things and stuff. You know, I always like work on projects, and then I'm like, I need to get this done now or whatever. So, wow. But I'm happy to get those pictures done yesterday with Grant. Like I said, we do this every year where I draw like how old he is with leaves in the picture. And we're getting to the point where he's now 9. So I have 9 years of doing these pictures, all the way from 1 through 9, every number. Kind of excited about that. So I mentioned, you know, I was doing photos with Jess and stuff like that, and I might have mentioned, but, you know, I was editing, and I'm like, dude, I don't have like any of my actions in Photoshop on my newer computers. So I've been using Microsoft Surfaces, and they replaced my old Elite book, HP Elite book, which was so old it still had a physical CD drive built into it. And I'm like, oh shit, I don't know if I ever backed up those actions and presets and brushes and all of that on my Elite book. So I'm like, man, I should probably do that, or should probably check into that. So last night I dug out my old Elite book, plugged it in and charged it overnight, because it's been put away for probably a year or more, 2 years, I don't know. And fired it up this morning. So I had a problem this morning when my phone kicked off an update, and for whatever reason my phone must not have been plugged into the charger last night, so it like died this morning when I was getting ready. I'm like, I thought there was a problem with my phone. I'm like, I hope it's just the battery died because of whatever. So that's actually what happened. It was just the battery was completely dead. So anyway, so my phone was updating, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna leave it plugged in to the wall while it does its update. So I'm like, I got like 5, maybe 10 minutes. So I'm like, let me fire up this Elite book, because it had charged overnight. And sure enough, I have a fuckload of actions and stuff on there. I'm like, wow, okay, totally forgot about all of that, or to back those up or whatever. So on my personal computers and stuff, I have I can't remember what it's called, but it's software that backs up my computers to the cloud, to my cloud. Alright guys, so totally forgot what I was talking about because it's now after work. I went from the last video clip driving to work to now leaving work. All is well. I'm just actually getting out of work a little bit early today, so it's just around 3 o'clock and I'm gonna head to go pick up a couple new toys from the gun shop. All is well. I don't really have much to report. So I think I was talking about my actions and all that sort of stuff from Photoshop and never having backed it up and all that. So that's what I'm going to work on today. There is a way to export presets, and which includes brushes and actions and swatches and patterns and all that sort of stuff and color tiles. But my program that I have isn't, that portion isn't working correctly. So when I try to do the export, it's supposed to give you a huge list of everything that you have that you can export, and mine doesn't show that at all. So never eats waffles. Okay. So I mean, it is what it is. So I can still do it manually or whatever. I did back up the actions themselves earlier today, so I at least have that. That's probably one of the most important things. You know, some of those I spent money on over the years and all that. Yeah, so I am just getting off of work. Car says it's 78 degrees. It's really, really windy. So yesterday we did the photos I mentioned with Grant. Nikki gave me a hand. We did spelled out the number 9, or wrote out the number 9 with leaves, all that fun stuff. So today we have, I don't even know, 30, 40 mile an hour winds, and you know, it just rips all the leaves off the trees, you know. And this isn't even a storm. When we have like a storm now, it definitely rips off all the leaves. So, you know, everyone always thinks I'm kidding or whatever, or laugh, and I tell them that fall only lasts like 2 weeks around here lately, especially like the last maybe 3 to 5 years. You know, the trees start changing color, and then all of a sudden all the leaves are gone, like within a week. You know, it used to be 2 weeks. Now it's like a week. I would say probably about last Thursday or so was when I noticed the trees really starting to change color. So that was why it was imperative that that I get my photos of it with Grant completed yesterday. Like I told him, he's going to be with his mom for the next 5 days. Within 5 days, these trees could all be basically bare, which is probably going to happen. So Waze, W-A-Z-E, is a app or an app that I use on my phone, and what it does is it's my GPS app. It's a social GPS app, which allows you to report different conditions, different things going on, if there's police, no police, all that sort of stuff. And yeah, so I noticed today that there's some sort of a Batman theme on Waze, which I've never had before. I don't know if it'll show up, but it shows me driving the Batmobile, and supposedly there's gonna be like Batman's voices or something in it. I don't know. And you could pick a team. You could either be Batman or the Riddler. So yeah, we'll see. But a little bit tired, not sure what I'm gonna do tonight. So I was kicking around different ideas with my friend Jessica. She said that she's always wanted to create a YouTube channel where she does read-alongs, book read-alongs. And you know, obviously when she first told me that, I'm like, I don't know if that's legal. So you know, a few times over the months we've talked about it. So today she's like, hey, can you help me figure out a name for my YouTube channel? And I'm like, yeah, sure. So I started coming up with some names. So then I'm like, well, hold on a second. Let me Google that. So I Googled it, and it says, no, you're not allowed to read books on, like, YouTube due to copyright infringement, fair use laws, all that sort of stuff. So I actually found a video. It was like a 10-minute video where it was a channel that specialized in read-alongs, and it was a big channel apparently, I don't know. And the guy was basically talking about the death of that being an option. So he said that he was getting increasingly more and more copyright infringement flags or penalties on YouTube, and he essentially had to stop his channel. So he removed all of his read-along videos, because if you get like 3 copyright infringements within 30 days or 90 days or something like that, you you know, your channel gets like blacklisted or completely removed, and you get blacklisted from YouTube and all that sort of stuff. So not good. So, you know, I sent that video to her. I don't know if she'll actually watch it or not, but it's sad. You know, it is what it is. But one of my thoughts was, what if we do, you know, I've had other ideas, but of course I wanted to like either maybe like make my own kids' books, and just other different types of things. I mean, you probably wouldn't put those on YouTube. You would want to get published, so people actually have to buy them. But I don't know. There's a lot of different ideas that I have, but you know, it's one of those things. So today, I mentioned, I think this morning I mentioned how I can't find my Wacom tablet. I know I talked about it with Nikki on the phone, but I don't know if I mentioned it to you guys. So I've had a Wacom bamboo editing tablet that I use to edit files and images and that sort of stuff. I've been using this for years. I can't find it. So, you know, having said that, I bought another used one today. So this one's the Intuos Creative Pen Tablet or something like that. I don't know too much about it, but yeah. So it should be coming probably next week or within a week or so. The thing with this is it's just an input device. I can't remember if I talked about it on my video or not this morning. So it's like using your mouse, but allowing you to like use a pen that you hold like a pen to paint or draw or all of the above. So it's really nice for editing. A lot easier than like clicking and dragging for a mouse, because this one you just press down on it or whatever, and you that allows you to essentially, like, you know, that's your input device, so to speak. So I need to do a U-turn here. So the problem I'm having right this moment is there was an accident the direction that I wanted to go. Traffic was completely stopped, so I'm trying to find a different route to go. So we had a little bit of an issue today at work. Mainly so we have to put in these change requests to do major work that could potentially impact business and those sorts of things. The change was created, but the wrong dates were entered in, and it kind of fucked us over. So one of the guys, well, the guy that created the change messed it up, dropped the ball, and fucked up the dates and all that. And me and another guy are the ones that are actually doing the work, so we like did all this work without it being approved and stuff. So the bosses know about it. I mean, I didn't get reprimanded over it, but Jesus Christ. So not good. But so I mean, we'll see if anything happens or comes from that. I hope not, but yeah. I don't know. This team that we're working with is they're having a lot of issues. They're having a high turnover rate. They have so they're short-staffed because of that, and just a bunch of just big, heavy-hitting talent left their team, and it's sad. It's sad. It's showing in their performance. That's all that I can say. They're really fucking up. That's all I can really say about it. So anyway, I don't like when that impacts me or whatever. You know what I mean? So yeah. But I think that's it. I'm gonna add all that I'm gonna add for now. It does look like I was able to drive around the congestion. If I would have just continued to go straight, it would have probably been fine. But, not sure what I'm going to be up to tonight. I'm hoping to get home by 5. If I can, then, I'll be able to, get some stuff done around the house. I'm probably, most likely, either going to edit vlog videos, or, if I don't or can't do that, I'll probably, I'm tired. I'll possibly hang out or do something with Jess. I don't know if she's free or not. She said she's supposed to have stuff going on, so we'll see. So, otherwise, I'm just gonna watch TV and sit on my ass and watch TV. I'm actually excited about that. So, yeah, see.